Welcome to Blue Marble Geographic's Ask the Experts. I'm Rachel Landry, and I'm joined here today by Billy Noble, an application specialist here at the company. Billy will be showing us how to add custom sources to Global Mapper. All right, Billy, take it away.
Sounds good, Rachel. So Global Mapper has a lot of online sources freely available from different vendors. We have imagery sources and terrain data sources, and also topographic map sources as well. But using this Add New Source button, we can add any links that we know of, like in this drop-down menu. You can add WMS, Esri RESTful services, a bunch of different options here. So I'm going to use WMS for this example. It's actually going to be loading in a tree cover map of the Philippines. So off screen, I have a URL that I'm copying and pasting into the field. So the service name for this is just WMS. Once that's there, I click Get List of Available Data Layers. This will take a second to load. And here we go. It populates a list of all the different services and sources in this URL. I'm not interested in a lot of these ones. I'm just going to go down to Philippines and tree cover 2000 through 2010. So I just highlight that and click OK. And then I can choose a source name. I'll leave it the default. And I can click Add Category. And I will name this Philippines because I'll add other options here as well. So once that's there, I click OK, and it populates right in the Select Data Source window. So I'm actually going to connect to this, and I'm going to do the entire source data bounce, but there are options to crop to certain areas. So this will take a moment to load into the workspace. And you see it is now loaded into Global Mapper, just as I wanted to. And you see in the bottom right, you have a legend of the change in forest cover, and you can actually turn this off in the control center as its own separate layer. And now in this next little demo, I'm going to show you how to add a whole bunch of sources and then pick one, save it to its own XML file, and then reload it in to use later on. So I have the source link off screen. I'll go and click Add New Source, and it's going to be a WMS web map service as well. So here we go, copy and paste the link right into the server URL field. This will take a moment to load as well. So this is loading into the workspace. So I have all my sources now populated in the window, and if I just go through and look, it's going to be hard to find the source that I want, which is called Boundary Philippines. But Global Mapper is pretty smart, and it will automatically load in the layers alphabetically, and I'm going to add these to the sources catalog and click OK. I'm going to call it unsorted because I'm only just going to pick one of these out of this whole list. So I'll just click OK, and it goes in its own little category. Take a moment to load. And here it is. So it's now listed from A to Z, which makes it a little more user-friendly to find out the exact source that you want. So I'm going to show you that you can actually right-click on the layer that I want and actually save it to an XML file. So basically, you just I have the source here that I've selected, and you can save it to a folder directory on your computer, which you can saves an XML file, which you can share with colleagues with that also have Global Mapper, or just for your own use. I'm actually going to show you how to add the XML source since it's already exported on my machine. So I'm actually going to delete this unsorted list. So you just select and then click Remove Source. And if I want to add the source from the XML file, just click Add Source from File, navigate into a file directory, and then it's right there listed in the source. And so I'm going to load this also into the workspace. So this is just going to be a generic boundary map of the Philippines, not with the forest cover. So just another way of adding custom online data sources into Global Mapper. So any other questions, Rachel?
So I have a question. If a user is pulling data down from one of the sources, be it one that they added or one that's already on the list, who is maintaining those data sources?
Customly added sources and the online sources that are available in Global Mapper right now are provided via third parties. So any issues that do arise, please let us know, but please be aware that many of the sources are hosted by third-party vendors, and those issues, troubleshooting may have to be taken up with them, but we will certainly try and help you along the way.
Great. Thank you so much, Billy, for walking us through this. For more information on Global Mapper or to view its online sources, please head to www.bluemarblegeo.com today to learn more. And as always, thank you for joining us for Ask the Experts, and we hope to see you next time.